Hey guys, so this is my July wrap-up video, and of course we had the awesome BookTube readathon that was so much fun, so I got quite a few read in that. I read Split Second by David Baldacci, which I reviewed, and I will link that below. This is the first book in the King and Maxwell series, which is now a television show on TNT, which is the reason that I picked this up, because I really enjoy that show. I also listened to Austenland by Shannon Hale, which is such a great story, especially if you're a Jane Austen fan, or a fan of Pride and Prejudice, or a fan of the BBC version with Colin Firth based off Pride and Prejudice in particular. I also read Skullduggery Pleasant, Playing with Fire, and this is just one of the funnest series, I have to say. So much wit in the dialogue, so much wit! And plus, the author is absolutely hilarious on Twitter. If you haven't been following Derek Landy yet, you really ought to. Just hysterical. I also read The Far West by Patricia C. Reedy. This is the final book in her Frontier Magic trilogy, and I have to say, it was a really nice way to tie up the series. I also did a review of this book, which is linked in the box below. I also read The Rover by Mel Odom, and this was another book that I had for the BookTube-a-thon, and I didn't quite finish it. I'm still that far from the end, but I have been reading this one, and I will finish it eventually. The other book I read in July was The Divided by Ryan Hunter, and there's going to be a picture of it right here. This was an excellent book. It's a sequel to Indivisible, which I reviewed a while back. This is a young adult dystopian trilogy, and it is amazing. It hits really close to home. It's very contemporary for a dystopia. It's much more realistic than a lot of them are, I think. It's really good, so I would definitely recommend reading that one. The review for that is linked in the box below. I also read Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers in July, and I don't have it right here to show you and prove that I read it because I already took it back to the library because I forgot I was going to do this little video. So I did read Mary Poppins, and that was for my book-to-movie comparison, and if you have seen that, you know that I did not enjoy the book very much. No. And it wasn't actually a reflection that the book wasn't like the movie. That's not the reason that I didn't like the book. I didn't like the book because I didn't like the book. I didn't really care for the story very much. There didn't seem to be very much plot. There was no character development, and a lot of the characters annoyed me. That is why I did not like that book. And that is my July wrap-up. So I will see you guys again with another wrap-up video. And until then, enjoy my reviews and whatever book-to-movie comparison I decide to spring on you this month.